All right, guys, you got me. I jumped on the bandwagon and I joined the trend. I didn't want to do it, but YouTube has been flooded with these videos, and I decided, what the hell? Let's do one on our own. Let's see what all the hype is about. And I gotta tell you, I'm actually kind of impressed. It's not half bad. Temu. Who would have thought? Stay tuned. So here we are on the Temu app. As you can see on here, you can just about get anything you can imagine. That's actually kind of funny. I love hot moms. But anyway, anything you can imagine you can find on this. We're going to go on here. I'm sure you guys have seen all the videos on Temu for fishing. If you do watch YouTube fishing videos, which I'm sure if you're on my channel right now, I assume you do. We'll type in fishing. You can see on here we have everything from lures to apparel to braided line, fish grippers, scales, reels, cast nets. We have rod sleeves, scissors, again more reels, more lures, backpacks. So you can see just a ton of stuff. So what I want to be doing on here is I want to look for some ultralight fishing stuff. So first thing I'm going to type in is an ultralight fishing rod. Pops up because I've already searched for this. We are going to go in here. You can see they have a ton to choose from, right? So let's go into here. Let's click on one of these. How about this right here? Yep. I mean, you could say just honestly, I mean, you could just search through the stuff just over and over and over and over again. So the first thing I think we're going to do is we're going to look up let's just do panfish lures. We'll type that in. You can see a ton of stuff on here. These look pretty cool. Check these out. So you get 40 pieces. They come in white, black, and pink for $1.98 each. So let's do this. We're just gonna add all three. We're gonna get every single color. There we go. Do that. We're gonna go into braided fishing line. And let's see what we get that pops up. Power Pro. Now we know this isn't real Power Pro, but they're advertising this 500 meters, comes in multiple different sizes for $7.51. Here we go. Here's another thing of braided fishing line. Just, I mean, it's just endless, the amounts. Here we go. Let's check this one out. Extreme braid. Let's go with 20-pound test, and we'll add a spool of that to the cart. Let's look up some mono fishing line. Mono filament fishing line. You can see, obviously, you could just search these for just hours probably and find stuff. So let's look at some that we have here. Let's check out, we'll check this out. Shark nylon. Now they have blue, green. We want clear mono fishing line. So let's type in clear mono filament, and you'll see, here we go. The same company popped up. They have obviously all different ones in pounds. We actually, I'm making this video actually after the fact. 4-pound white is what I got. It's not there, so we'll just add 6 just so I can show you guys an accurate cart at the end here. We're gonna go to, let's do ultra light spinning reel. Again, you can see just a ton that pop up here. This is the actual one I ordered right here. Comes in 7 different sizes. We got the 1000. We'll add that to the cart. We'll go with fishing rod. We'll just type that in. Basically what I put in there probably the first time was ultralight, but let's see if we can find it on here real quick. I don't even know which one I got, but I'm sure I can find it. So let's do this. Let's do 5-foot fishing rod. Maybe that way it'll come up. Here we go. Ultralight crappie rod. This is the exact one. This is 5'1" spinning. Add that to the cart. $16.91. I believe I actually got it a little cheaper during President's Day sale. And then let's do rod rack for fishing. Obviously a bunch of these are going to pop up. This is the one that I got right here. I got 2 of them. We'll just scroll through their pictures. You can see, here you are. You can mount them different ways on the wall. You can mount them vertically or horizontally. I am planning on doing mine vertically, and that's that. 2 of them. We will add that to the cart, and we will go to the cart. You'll see it's $50. It shows with discounts. You know, it basically shows what the products really are kind of worth. I guess if you said it was higher end comparable stuff, but so it's going to show you a discount. It's going to show it's about $50. Free shipping. So this is what we're going to get, and in 2 seconds we will do the unboxing. You're not going to nearly have to wait as long as I did, so stay tuned for that. So my Temu package arrived, and we're just going to go over the things that I got. Actually, the whole process was a little bit frustrating at one point because you may or may not know, I live in New Jersey. I was getting all the tracking information. It came to New Jersey. It was in Trenton, which is probably about 20 minutes away. And then next thing I know, I get a notification and it's down in Florida. So I thought, what the hell is going on? The very next day, it was back in Trenton again. So I said, all right, great. It's going to get delivered soon. Well, long story short, it then went from Trenton down to North Carolina. I guess it just wanted to visit other states, something, you know. So then finally, it came back to New Jersey again, another day later. And I thought, all right, well, where the hell is this thing going to end up next? Is it going to be Texas or, you know, another little road trip? And lo and behold, it got delivered to the door. So I don't know what that was about, whatever. It still arrived in their time frame that they gave me, which was about a week and a half. Not too bad. And I'm going to go over, you guys saw the things that I chose, but we're going to actually open it up and check it out. First things first, I needed storage for my rods in the garage. And my garage is a little bit of a mess right now, otherwise we'd probably be making the video in there. I have a lot of stuff going on right now, kind of cleaning up from hunting season. I have a little bit of bird taxidermy I'm getting into. I'm going to be getting back in to do some of the ducks that we shot. But I also have a pretty large work table there, and I do a lot of lure painting, crankbaits, any kind of hard baits, poppers, topwater, you know, you name it. I airbrush them custom, and then epoxy them. They're nice and shiny, nice durable coating on top of them, and then they get listed on my Etsy store. So in the future, near future, I'll be doing a couple videos on that so you guys can check them out. I basically do all different colors, patterns, whatever. I'll show you some later on in a future video coming up pretty soon. But one of the things I needed to get, like I said, were some rod holders. I have basically all my rods leaning up in the corner right now. Not thinking I probably should have ordered more than 2 of these. These are 6 rod holders, or these hold 6 rods. I probably need another 1 or 2 between my stuff. I have Hunter's stuff. My stepson Lucas, I have his stuff in the garage too, but it's just better to kind of keep it organized, and we can, instead of moving all the rods around to get to the stuff that's at the bottom, you know, it could be a hassle. And you know, not to mention your line, your hooks, everything kind of gets stuck together, and then you're trying to fix it all so you can get the stuff and get it out so you can take it with you. So really, you guys saw the prices on these. We have, it's just like a regular rod holder. The butts of your rod will go here, mounted against the wall, like this. And then the top section you have mounted to the wall, and then there's foam here, which the rods can lock into. Again, that goes up against the rod here, up against your wall, I mean, right here. Bottom of the rod in, push the rest of your rod in between this foam, and you gotta be honest, these, nothing spectacular, but if you were to go to, say, Dick's Sporting Goods, Cabela's, Bass Pro, that's basically all we have around here that would carry anything like that. You're gonna pay triple for these. This is, you guys saw how cheap these were. They were like, I don't even remember what the hell I paid for them, but they were super cheap, $3 to $5, somewhere in that range. So I got 2 of them. I'm definitely going to be ordering a couple more because we do have that many rods, and I am constantly adding more and more rods and reels. Hope my wife isn't watching this. I'm going to get in trouble for that. But yeah, we're always adding to our arsenal. Even comes with anchors and screws for it too. So everything you need is in there. Quality, it's not a cheap plastic. It's actually really thick plastic, and they're going to do what they're intended to do. So, like I said, we got 2 of them. I would 100% buy these again. Super, super cheap. Like I said, actually very good quality. And I probably wouldn't be surprised if these were purchased and rebranded and sold in the stores, honestly, like Dick's and Cabela's, you know, Bass Pro, whatever. They're just good quality. All right, let's get into the other ones. We got fishing line. I got 20-pound braid. That's what I use here in New Jersey on my reels. I do fish a lot of Kastking stuff. I just like it. It's not expensive. It's good quality. It lasts. And as long as you take care of your stuff, it's going to last you a long time. These reels are awesome. I do have other ones, like I have a Lose in the garage, and I have a couple other brands. I think we had a PC Fun in there. My son was throwing around a little bit, and but I am a big fan of Kastking. I have a Spartacus. We have a Royal Legend. I have an Assassin. I have a Mega Jaws. I would like to add their BFS reel, probably the Kestrel. It's an awesome reel, but that's what I'm going to be using this on. 20-pound braid. Now, 20-pound braid for me is plenty. We don't have those southern bass like you guys might have in Florida and Texas, down in Georgia, and you know, a good bass for us up here is going to be 4, 5, 6 pounds. You can catch them bigger than that. It's not very common though. Typically, our bass are going to be, you're going to catch the most of are probably 1 to 3 pounds. You'll get occasional fish in the 5-pound range, and then some bigger, obviously, but that's what I'm going to be using this for. I do fish around a lot of lily pads as the time goes on, the season, and a lot of grass out of my kayak. So 20-pound braid is perfect. And to be honest, this is extremely cheap. And the braid quality, it seems all right. I don't see any issue with it. I will spool it up and we'll use it, and then I'll do another review on it. But here it is, the braid, not bad. Mono, I got this shark nylon mono. This stuff was like $2, and I got 4-pound test because basically everything I ordered from them was going to be for panfish, for trout, and 4-pound test is perfect for that. A lot of times I like to use 6-pound because it's just got a little more strength to it. But I mean, this seems like perfectly fine mono. It's again, I'm gonna spool it up, get it on the reel, and we'll try it out. I'll do a fishing video very soon where we're gonna take our Temu stuff here and we're gonna take it down the lake and we're gonna see if we can't catch some yellow perch, maybe some bluegill, crappie, maybe a little bit of bass in there, but we're going to definitely target panfish. And trout season opens up in April for us, which is coming up soon. And opening day when we go out, I'm going to use this setup. So we'll put it to the test then for sure. But that was the mono. What else do we have in here? We have a little spinning reel. Now, this was a 1000 size. It says graphite body, left-right interchangeable, machine cut brass pinion gears, a power handle, and a computer balanced rotor. Awesome, right? This is a ratio 5:2:1. We have, it looks like, see, everything, since it's Chinese, everything comes in millimeters and meters, but it looks like it says 170 meters of line. So we'll figure it out. I'm going to basically use another Kastking product, which I will link down in the description. It's probably one of the best things I've ever purchased. It made life so much easier. I actually have a video on it, one of my prior videos. But this is the Kastking Kalibrate line spooler. You load your line on there. It'll count how much line you put on. Super easy to use. Gives you the right amount of tension on it. This is a must-have product. Like I said, I'll link it in the description. You could just load your reels up with line yourself. You don't have to be burning your son's hands or friend's hands, holding a spool nice and tight that way with a pencil throw like we used to do in the old days. My father used to kill me with that, burn my fingers, until I smartened up and I said, Dad, you hold the spool. I'm going to reel. But, yeah, awesome product. And I'll definitely be using that to put my line on this reel. But it's not an expensive reel. This thing was $8, and 1000 size reel. It'll do what I need for panfish, for trout. The way we fish trout here is we fish a stream, and you're only basically doing little flips in front of you, maybe the furthest 10 feet away, and these trout kind of hang up in the streams underneath fallen logs and deep holes, and we just kind of we use Berkeley power bait. We just kind of let our power bait with a split shot get down to them, and they hammer it, and you have fish on. You'll see that coming soon, that video. We actually do put we put a smackdown on the trout for sure. We catch a lot of fish, and it's always a good time walking the stream. But the reel itself, I mean, it feels pretty smooth. It's nothing spectacular. I'll probably take the spool off and just maybe grease it up a little bit more. It doesn't really feel cheap. It feels like an inexpensive reel you would maybe get from, say, Walmart. And I'm sure you guys have used those. They do the job. This is not like I'm trying to catch, striped bass out on the ocean and I'm using an $8 reel. This is for panfish, for smaller size fish, and I don't see this thing being a problem. We'll spool it up soon, and we'll check it out. But that's the reel. Again, $8. How can you beat that? And then the last thing I ordered, or actually no, I'm lying. I got some panfish baits here. Now, I bought all 3 colors. They had 3 advertised. These things were like $1 something for 40 of them, I think it was. And I got pink, white, and the black. And what these are you know, I don't even know what the heck they are. They're kind of some kind of little nymph larva type thing. I don't know what the heck they are advertised as. Maybe some kind of a fly or whatever, but here they are. It's just, let's get you in closer. Let me check them out in person, but I mean, they seem adorable. You can stretch them and they're not breaking. They're small, they're only like 1.5 inches long, but here it is. Hopefully you can see that. Pretty cool, right? They'll work for panfish. They'll be perfect. The way I like to fish them a lot of times is drop shot weight, small hook up top, above the drop shot weight, maybe about 8 inches above, and depending on water depth, maybe 10, 12 inches, and kind of just bounce it off the bottom, and you'll hammer panfish with that for sure. But like I said, $1 something each. I said, why not? I'm just going to get all of them, all 3 colors. So we're going to definitely do some more bait selections off of there. I already have another Temu video that my son Hunter and I are planning on doing together, but that is beside the point right now. This is a rod. Now, this is pretty sweet. I actually opened this up already too. It's a neat rod. It seems like it's gonna be completely fine. It'll be, we'll see how durable it is. Like I said, again, for panfish, it's not a big deal. The tag gets caught up in this thing, otherwise, here we go. We'll get the tag out, the rod will come out. But I got I believe it was 5'1", and it came in 2 pieces, and it came in 1 piece, not broken. It didn't come in 3 or 4 pieces, so it's 2-piece rod, and I tell you, it seems nice. We have some Chinese writing on this. I don't know what any of that is for. This is the Tai Gek Lore. Don't know. I don't know how to pronounce this stuff. This scar. So, but I mean, it's not like I've seen a lot of the videos, and these guys are using casting reels, and the tip is all the way down by the handle, and you know, they're fighting a 2-pound fish. This is not that way. This is very ultralight, which is what I wanted to go with, but I mean, I'm flexing that pretty good, and it seems all right. I'm actually really looking forward to putting that reel on this rod and fishing it. So let me open this up actually really quick. I'm very curious as to the way this grip feels, and checking that out. Of course, a ton of plastic to get off, and it's going to come off in about 3 million pieces, I guess. Oh, no, we got it. But yeah, I have to be honest. I'm pretty impressed with this selection. You know, being honest, if you were going to just start getting into fishing, no, that's not really great. This rod doesn't really, I don't know why, but it's not really seating in here too well. There's a lot of play. It's really not a great thing at all. I don't know of anything I can do to change that. It seats in there, but this doesn't seat down tight enough around it. And there's nothing else I could do about that. It's like it's, yeah, it's not good. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. There's definitely a lot of play in this. I wonder if it's just because this is like a 1000 size reel. I'm gonna actually break this tip if I do that again. Maybe it this isn't long enough here, so it's not really biting down too much. Let me try. Let's see. That's my Mega Jaws here. We'll take out Hunter's reel. He hasn't. I have 2 reels here from Kastking that I haven't even put line on yet, but I just want to see if. Yeah, see, like, these are a little bit longer, so this might actually mount and stick to this even better. Let's see. Yeah, because that's solid on there now. Whoops. I'm gonna really break the tip on this. That's solid on there now. This doesn't move at all. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I'll figure something out. We'll make it work. But in the meantime, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But that's a little kind of annoying. It might be just the way this rod is set up. Maybe this reel seat just doesn't really accept a reel that size. I mean, it's Chinese, whatever. But like I was saying, I mean, this is quality-wise, this stuff is all, not bad at all. That is a little bit of a problem. I think I'm gonna go grab another rod out of the garage, and I'm gonna see if it'll mount up all right to that. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I don't know how I could get this to fit in any better. So let me grab a different rod. I'm gonna see if that'll fit in. I mean, I'm sure even with like a 2000 size reel, this probably would fit just fine. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know if there's any way I could add on to this or something, and I'll figure it out. I kind of really want to pair these together, but let me grab another rod. I'll see if this will mount on there all right. Maybe it's just this reel. I mean, it's $8. Hey, you can't. Like I said, this bait caster mounted on there fine. Let's try another rod. I'll be right back. I'm back. I grabbed another rod. This is actually what I typically would use for trout fishing. Again, this is another. Actually, this is a 500 size reel. It says made by Shakespeare. This is their ultralight. I believe this was from maybe it was Walmart, maybe Dick's Sporting Goods, whatever. It was basically what I used for trout. Again, the tip obviously very bendy. 500 size reel here. We're gonna say now this is the Temu reel. This is the Shakespeare. We could say, yeah, even the Shakespeare one's a little bit longer. So let's see. Let's put the Shakespeare on this Temu rod and see if that will lock down. Yeah, actually, that one locks down on the Temu rod right there. I mean, that's nice and tight. Jeez, I'm keeping hitting the ceiling fan. I'm gonna break a rod tip here if I don't keep remembering that. So now let's take the Temu reel and let's put it in the Shakespeare rod and see if that'll work. And that locks in nice and tight. So for whatever reason, this reel does not want to work with that rod. So going forward, if you for some reason want to buy that rod and this reel, I would not buy them together. If you plan on pairing them together, it will not work. But this reel will work on my cork handle Shakespeare rod, and this rod will work with my Shakespeare reel. So unless if I can figure out a way to get the two of them together, I don't know what else to do. So maybe there's something I can add to that. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll just have to leave them on there. But as a comparison, the Shakespeare says it's about a 500 size. And, you know, this is a 1000 size reel, but I want to say it's exactly the same size. So, whatever. That's, I mean, probably could get the 2000 size reel. Maybe that one would actually fit on this reel better. I mean, that reel would fit on this rod better, but I don't know. This rod I'm actually very interested in putting through some fish. I tell you, this one is actually almost not as bendy as that Shakespeare one is. So, we'll have to try it out. But anyway, maybe we'll throw some line on that and we'll wrap up this video. But that's about it. So this is a regular spool line. You can use the thinner ones. It doesn't matter. This line boss, though, is what's going to keep the tension on your line. So that really all you have to do is just sit there and just reel. And while reeling this, I mean, this thing feels pretty smooth. I mean, for a panfish type reel, trout, smaller size fish, you'll be fine with this. So again, we're just gonna reel and reel and reel and reel until this is full. I don't think you want to watch me fill a whole spool with 4-pound test, even a 1000 size reel, but yeah. we'll let that we'll pause the video for that. So I got the reel all spooled up. I will tell you one thing. Again, this is an $8 reel, so we can't really be too picky as far as how it's designed. It's $8. You know, to be honest, between the rod, the reel, some line, and some baits, I mean, you're probably talking only $30. So realistically, if you wanted to, you could really get into fishing if you wanted to order through Temu for about $30. It would be excellent for a kid, excellent for somebody who's a beginner. Obviously, as we get a little more serious into stuff, I don't know if Temu exactly would be the tournament style fishing stuff we would want to use to try to win some money with. But that being said, it's great if you just want to go have fun, if you want to mess around. I'll show you what I was talking about. So I spooled up the reel here, as you can see. We're full here. Now this handle, most handles, when you loosen this cap on the one side, the handle will fold in. This one has this little button here that you push and then it'll fold. So because of that, as you're reeling, I don't know if you can see that, there definitely is a little play in this, in the handle, back, like in and out almost. And I have this cap tight, like you can't get it any tighter. And there's just a little play in it, and it's only because of that. I mean, not a big deal. You're not going to be fighting, 20, 30 pound fish on this. I definitely would not trust that. But to have fun with, for some panfish, for some trout, smaller size fish, probably even some largemouth, would be absolutely fine on this style reel, on this reel itself. I mean, $8. You can't really go wrong with it. But so that's spooled up. Breaking this down again, very simple. Just loosen the knob. We can pull this off and we are done. So again, that's it. Like I said, you can disconnect this right from your rod. What's awesome about this is now you can just pull out some line. Don't use your teeth. Use a pair of scissors or something. Whatever. Or use your teeth. I don't care. But what's awesome about this is now we have the line spooler off. So now what you can do is we can unscrew this. That'll pull out. Your line with your line boss are separate. You just take this, get it back in here, give it a little twist, and put it back away. You don't have to keep it in the packaging. I do, because I am pretty big neat freak when it comes to my hunting and fishing stuff. I like to be able to make sure I know where everything always is. So, if at all possible, I like to just take this and kind of hang it up or put it away somewhere where I know where it'll be. But what's cool about this is now is your line is kept. You can just twist this line boss and it'll just leave a little bit of line. Hopefully you can see that sticking out of there. And you can actually leave these line bosses right on that line, so that next time all you have to do is take your line, give it a little pull, and you're ready to spool up again. So, awesome product. I will definitely, like I said, link it down below in the description. These line bosses, I'm pretty sure you can get as well on the website. They come with a couple when you buy this line spooler. The line spooler is extremely inexpensive. You'll use it all the time, guaranteed. And it doesn't get any better and more simple than that. So definitely check that out. That's the Kastking. What is the name of it? I believe it's the Kalibrate. Yes, it's the Kastking Kalibrate line spooler. I'll leave a link in my description. If you actually purchase through mine, I just get a small percentage of anything that you guys click on through there. Believe me, it's very little, but anything will help the channel build better videos in the future as time goes on. But definitely check that out. Kastking, I can't say enough about. I absolutely love their product. Not sponsored, not endorsed in any way by them. I wish I was, because I absolutely love their stuff, but definitely check that out. It makes life very easy. But that's the mono on that new reel. I will probably spool up my bait caster with that braid soon. I'll get these rod racks on the wall so we can get the rods hung up, and that'll be it. So guys, stay tuned for the next video. I'll give you a rundown of the rod racks mounted on the wall. Hopefully they're as nice as they look. Like I said, it seems to be a great product. Not cheap plastic at all. I would definitely recommend, already 100%. I would recommend that product. And stay tuned. We'll do some fishing with this rod and reel. We'll check them out, test the line, and that's about it. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe, like button. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.